I'm going to give you the holy grail of understanding the psychology and biology of attraction and love in this video, so you can find the woman of your dreams and make sure you have love on your side once and for all. So, if you are a man looking for long-term attraction, then listen up. I'm going to break this down in 4 parts. 1, the biology of love. 2, the psychology of love. 3, understanding love styles. And 4, how to use the science of love to your advantage. Now let's get into number 1, the biology of love. Love is a complex emotion that is influenced by a wide range of hormones, including dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. When we are attracted to someone, our brains release these hormones, which can lead to feelings of euphoria, attachment, and even addiction at times. But it's not just hormones that play a role in attraction. Studies have also shown that physical features such as someone's facial structure and scent can also influence our perceptions of attractiveness. Number 2 is the psychology of love. But before we get into this one, because this one's my favorite, if those of you that are new watching this channel, I welcome you to click that subscribe button and comment below and click the bell notification to be notified every time I post a new video. My name is Apollonia Ponti. I am a dating, relationship, and attraction coach for men. I've been doing this for over 7 years, and I help men attract high quality women to live a high quality life and have high quality value relationships. And I'm very, very proud of it too. And I have thousands of testimonials that you can see right below in the description box. So let's get into number 2, the psychology of love. All right, love is not just a physical response, but a psychological one as well. From the initial attraction to long-term bond, our brains are constantly processing information about the people we're attracted to, the emotional experiences we have with them as well. The psychology of love also includes the concept of attachment styles, which can affect our relationships as well. Understand our attachment styles can help us navigate the ups and downs of relationships and make better choices in our partners and within ourselves. I'm going to go over these briefly. A secure attachment style is pretty comfortable with intimacy and are able to trust and depend on others. They tend to have a more positive view of themselves and others and are genuinely able to form healthy and stable relationships because they've been able to genuinely form this within themselves as well. So this is where value work comes in, having standards for the women you date, everything I've talked about on this YouTube channel. Now, anxious preoccupied attachment style typically is these people have a strong desire for closeness and intimacy, but often struggle with trust and insecurities in a relationship. They tend to worry about being abandoned or rejected and may become overly dependent on their partner at times. Then you have a dismissive avoidant. So people with a dismissive avoidant attachment style tend to be more emotionally distant and self-reliant. They may have a fear of intimacy and may avoid close relationships or may have had a hard time trusting or relying on others. And a lot of this stuff comes from probably upbringing and some previous things that have happened in their life as well. Fearful avoidant attachment style is typically people with this attachment style have a mix of feelings towards intimacy. They both desire it, but they also fear it. They may have a strong fear of rejection and abandonment and may struggle with trust and insecurities in a relationship. They may have a hard time getting close to others, but at the same time, they crave closeness and they crave intimacy as well. So they find themselves really, really confused when it comes to relationships. And this attachment style, I always say, they have to work on building trust with themselves. So I really go into habit styles and things like this when I do teach on this. Now, number 3, understanding love styles. This is actually something I haven't talked about in this channel before, and I actually really embrace these love styles so much in my practice. And I'm excited to share these today with you on this channel, but they've been around for a while. There are several different love styles, including Eros, Lotus, Storge, Pragma, Mania, and Agape. The 6 love styles are here. These first love styles were introduced by a psychologist, John Allen Lee, in the book Color of Love. And it was an exploration of the ways of loving. This book was out in 1973. So Eros is the romantic, physical, and passionate love. Lotus is the playful game of conquest and uncommitted love. Storge is the friendly, love-based friendship and compassionate love. Pragma is the practical and logical love. Mania is the possessive, jealous love and obsessive love. And Agape is the selfless, spiritual, and acoustic love. Understanding our own love style and the love style of our partner can help us navigate the challenges and rewards of any relationship. Number 4 is how to use the science of love to your advantage. By understanding the biology and psychology of love, we can make more informed choices within ourselves, and this is where we lack as well when it comes to our relationships. We can also use this knowledge to improve our communication, build stronger connection, and ultimately lead to happier, more fulfilling relationships. I'm also going to be providing some practical tips and tricks to help you apply the science of love to your own life after this video. So understanding attraction. Understanding that science behind attraction can help you identify the qualities and traits that you are most appealing to potential partners. This knowledge can also help you cultivate these qualities in yourself, making you more attractive in others. One is compatibility. Researchers have shown that people are more likely to have long-lasting, satisfied relationships with individuals who share similar values, beliefs, and personality traits. Understanding what you are looking for in a partner and seeking out individuals who share your compatibility can increase your chances by success. And this is what most of us don't do. We only go off of chemistry. Number 2 is communication. Ooh, how many of you men out there, let me ask you a question, have said, I'm gonna look for a woman that actually is a great communicator. I'm gonna look for a woman who has great conflict resolution skills, who doesn't just avoid, right? So I need you to define what you need. Because 2 is communication. Good communication is key to any successful relationship. Understanding the importance of effective communication, active listening, and conflict resolution can help you build stronger, more satisfying relationships. I was a horrible communicator back in my days. It's a quality that I had to learn in order to have lasting, satisfied relationships, not only with my husband, my partners in the past, my friendships, my co-working relationships, you guys, and being a coach. It is a skill that we adapt to and we have to learn, and many of us can do this if we actually put in the willpower to do so and invest in that within ourselves. Number 3 is emotional intelligence. Ooh, this is a big one. Emotional intelligence refers to your ability to understand and manage your own emotions and the emotions of others. Developing your emotional intelligence can help you better understand the emotional needs of your partner and respond in a way that supports the health of your relationship. Number 4 is understanding your love styles and attachment styles. Remember what I just talked about? Well, let's go into it a little bit more here. One study that investigated was called The Role of Dopamine in Social Bonding and Romantic Relationships by Jim Plafus and colleagues, published in the journal Hormones and Behaviors in 2009. The study found that dopamine is closely involved in the formation and maintenance of social bonds, including romantic relationships, and the researchers found that the release of dopamine in response to a potential partner is associated with feelings of euphoria and motivation to pursue the relationship. They also found that dopamine plays a role in the formation of attachment and long-term bonding in relationships. The study found that an experience of sexual behavior, orgasm, and sexual reward-related cues increase dopamine release in the brain, which involves a rewarding behavior. It involves motivation and memory. Researchers also showed that the dopamine also rewards the person in the center of their brain, and it is important for formation where that center of the brain, which is called the ventral tegmental, I believe it is, important for the formation of social bonds. So if you lack that center of the brain and you're not getting a lot of social bonds, and then finally you find someone who's paid you that closest attention, those dopamines will be heightened, but doesn't mean it's the right one for you. Listen to this, guys. I'm going to go further into this. The study provides evidence that dopamine plays a critical role in the formation and maintenance of a romantic relationship, helping to explain why people in love often experience feelings of euphoria and motivation to pursue the relationship. There is a release that studies that the release of dopamine actually is associated with pleasure and reward and can play a role in the formation and maintenance of a relationship. But high level of dopamine can lead to feelings of euphoria and intense attraction towards a romantic partner, which can be a positive aspect of a relationship, but also a negative one too. However, some students also contributed to the development of toxic relationships. So let's get into this. For example, some of the researchers had shown that people with high levels of dopamine are more likely to engage in behaviors associated with impulsive romantic desire, such as engaging in risky or unsafe behavior, becoming too emotionally invested too quickly, or becoming obsessed with a partner. Additionally, some studies suggest that high levels of dopamine may contribute to the development of addictive behaviors in relationship, leading to an obsessive and unhealthy attachment to the partner. So it's important to note that dopamine is just one of the many neurochemicals and hormones that are involved in romantic relationships, and it's not the sole factor that determines whether a relationship is healthy or toxic. Other factors such as communication, trust, mutual respect, compatibility play a bigger role in the dynamics of a relationship. So now that I'm done geeking out with all of this, because this is something that I love when it comes to human behaviors and psychology, as a lot of you know, probably from following me for a while, this is something I talk about a lot, is the human behaviors of love, and I break things down when it comes to attraction. But I want you to remember, there is principles before I went into the study that I talked about. Was your attachment style and the way that you love. And I'm going to create a video more about the way that you love, and so you can figure out your love style, because this is very, very important. In this video, I wanted to make sure that I can give you clarity on the way that you pursue psychology of love and you look at love, because a lot of us look at love as a game, or these people play these games, or why can't I just go all in and she can just love me? It doesn't work like that. Because people do not get gratification from an instant reward. Humans are wired to have to work for something. So I tell men this all the time. It is not okay to just go on a date on your first, second, or third date and just show your hand all of a sudden. Why? Because you're not protecting yourself. You're not having inner boundaries with yourself. So it's important to pace yourself. And this is why I say it. Pacing is a root of attraction. Comment that below. Pacing is the root of attraction. So we can really remember this. It's so important. So guys, if you loved being here with me, I just want to welcome you to this channel. Remember to subscribe if this is your first time watching. Click the bell notification if you haven't yet to be reminded every time I post a new video. And as always, I want you to watch this next video right over here. It's called How to Seduce Her with Your Energy. I want you to make sure that you watch this video because I talk a lot about seduction and how it plays forward, and women and how they can feel that energy when you seduce her. And as always, you are always loved, and I'll see you in the next one.